Okay, so second video of the day. Let's just say that you have measured your client. You either used calipers, you used your bioelectrical impedance device, or you used the BMI chart in your book because that was the worst case you had or the only choice you had in the moment. So now it's actually time to start figuring out what that client's needs are. So in your Blackboard, I have put a packet together, which is some old notes that I have used forever. It's actually handwritten. The math goes step by step by step, and it will show you how to determine your basal metabolic rate, and then it can help you determine how many calories you, your client, or anyone else actually needs to consume during the day. So again, what I would do if I were you, I would print these handouts that I have uploaded for you in Blackboard and just simply go through them step by step with me, and I promise you'll do great. So what I have here is some old notes, some old measurements of me as I've been going on a nutritional journey. So what you see here is these are all of my notes from the fall of 2016. So you'll see step 1 was determine my overall body weight. Step 2 was determine body fat percentage. Now, after I determined body fat percentage, I was just curious to know what my fat mass was and what my lean mass was. So I took that 20% and multiplied it by 45, and I found out that there was 29 pounds of me that was fat and 116 pounds of me that was mass. So then the next thing I did was, I'm going to go to page 407 in the book. And if I saw that I weighed 145 pounds, I actually could see at 20% body fat that I am was a lean factor 2. So I'm right there, I was right there in that normal range. So this is going to help you determine what lean factor you and your client actually are. Remember, you have to determine overall body weight, and then you need to determine body fat percentage using one of the devices that we've talked about. Okay? So after you get your actual lean factor, then you're going to have to do some things with that math. So you're going to then convert your body weight in pounds to kilograms. So here you'll see in the example, I went 145, divided it by 2.2, and that put me at 66 kilograms. Does that make sense? Now, the next thing that you need to understand is, and this is kind of tricky, if you're a lean factor 2, this means you have a little bit of extra body fat. So here's what we know. You're not going to use 100% of your BMR like you would if you were a lean factor 1. And here's what we know, and this is even worse. If you're down here at a lean factor 4, your metabolic rate is 15% lower than your basal metabolic rate. So you are only going to be able to consume 85% of those carbohydrates from your BMR, or else you're going to gain weight. So this is why this is so tricky. So you've got to determine lean factor. So you'll see lean factor 2 says that I need to get 95% of those overall BMR calories. Now stick with the thing, you'll be fine. Okay, so step 5, I'm going to take 0.95, because remember, I'm a lean factor 2. Keep referring back to the chart on page 407 in your book. Okay, so 0.95, you ready? Times 24 hours in a day, okay, times 66 kilograms. So this tells me that if I do 0.95 times 24 times 66, my basal metabolic rate is 1,504 calories. That's how many calories it just takes to keep me alive if I weighed 145 pounds and if I were 20% body fat. You guys, that's only 60 calories per hour. That should help us explain why we have a lot of people with extra calories around their waist, around their hips, and sometimes even in their cheeks. So go through step by step and figure that out for you and send me what your BMR is in a text message in the next 24 hours. Okay? See ya. Bye.